Hello friends, happy Sunday. As always, because I'm paranoid about this not working anymore, if you can let me know in the chat, if if you can actually hear and see me, that would be awesome. And we'll get started in a few seconds. I see you've got a few people in the chat already, so I'll just say hello to you in 2 seconds. What we're going to do, we're going to let Mia come up and cuddle me. Hello, Mia. What we're going to do for today is I just want to look at the latest Etsy announcements that they've been doing. Don't worry, nothing too terrible today, which is why I just left it till today. If Etsy do anything crazy, I will try and get a video up as soon as possible with all the details, but nothing too crazy today. Right, let's see who we've got here. We've got Cara Irvin. Hello Pam from Georgia, USA. Yay, you look forward to my videos. Thank you so much, that's awesome. Matt Wood, it's 12 a.m. here in Australia. Awesome. I'm going to try and stay up and see if I can join live. Scheduled to start in 50 minutes, so apologise if I may fall asleep. Oh, well, awesome. Thank you for trying. I'll see if you're here. These are the chats that came in before the video started. And, oh, excuse all the sniffing and everything. Hay fever season has come back with a vengeance, so if I'm revolting, I'm very sorry. Mrs. Keds, yay, made it to a live chat with a few minutes to spare. So awesome, that's really cool. Thank you for joining us. The wonderful Rosanny, yay. Hi Pam and newcomers. Yep, hello everyone new to the chat as well. Denise Keegan, hey Pam and everyone, first time being here for a live chat. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for joining. Chris telling us it's working, thank you so much. And Terry, yes, see and hear you. And Rosanny, yep. Matt Woods, it works, I can see and hear fine. Thank you all so much. I am totally paranoid after that time a few months back where I was sitting talking away and it was wonderful and everyone on Facebook could see me and nothing here, so awesome. Chris, hello at all. Yeah, Little Bird Blythe, hello there, good to see you. And Lily Tree, hi Lily. Everyone needs to, once you're done here, pop over. Lily Tree's got another fabulous video up over of a wire wrapped pendant-y thing. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but you've got to go and have a look. I saw the thumbnail. Denise, yep, works fine before you ask. Thank you. Terry from AZ, is that Arizona? Or Oz? No, that would be OZ. Arizona. Hope Somatic, hello. Oh, Julie dear, hello from Texas. First time live chat. Awesome. We've got some new people. That is great. So welcome aboard. If you have any questions, comments, or complaints even, yeah, just pop them in the chat. And ISO is from hello from Florida. Okay, so dive into this, what we're going to talk about, the Etsy's latest announcement-y thing. Dive into this before I lose my voice. It's likely to happen. Oh yeah, before I get there, thinking about hay fever. I don't know if I mentioned this last week. I got really freaked out. There's a YouTube channel that I watch, Threadbanger. And they hadn't put up videos for a few weeks, and then they put up one and totally freaked out. The guy in it, Rob, he had really bad hay fever, and that went on to an autoimmune condition, and he actually died and was brought back. But yeah, so I'm freaking out about hay fever now, but I'm a bit zonked from a load of antihistamines, so we'll do the best here. Right. Dana King, hi from Philadelphia. Visited Scotland a few years ago. Love Scotland. Your daughter studied abroad at Stirling. Am I near Stirling? Stirling's probably about half an hour, 45 minutes away from here. I know Stirling. I haven't spent much time there, but I know of it. Yes, AZ's Arizona. Yep. And Randy, hello from Seattle. First time on the live chat. Yay! We've got more newbies. So, Rosanny, get the cookies out. Let's welcome in the new people. Tammy, hello from Washington. Cocktail, Etsy Shutted. I'm not sure what that means, but it's not rude, so that's fine. Right. I'll post a link to what I'm going to be talking about, and we'll pull it up on the screen as well, so you don't have to look at my sniffy face. Where's my enter button? There it is. So this is what we'll be looking at. Here, let's pull up my screen. Oh, Cocktail, Etsy closed your account without even a warning. I am super sorry to hear that. The only thing I can say is to keep messaging the Etsy people, message the Etsy support, tweet them on their Twitter, just get contacting them until you get a real person to talk to, and at least they can tell you why they did it. The bad news is it's in the terms and conditions. It's in the terms and conditions for everything online. Like YouTube can do this as well. This is why I say don't have all your eggs completely in one basket. When you sign up to something, it's in their terms and conditions that they can shut your shop, your page, your channel anytime for whatever reason. Preferably they don't want to do that because you're making them money, but you can't say it's not fair even when it is not fair. So if they make a mistake, they can shut you down. But I've heard of people, if you bug them, my top's falling off, if you bug them, if you message them, if you keep at them and just get them to explain why they did what they did, you might get a chance. So fingers crossed you get that sorted out. Wendy Taylor, hello lovely Wendy, another OG for the channel. Yes, the great Wendy. She's been, in fact, I know Wendy has been following us since I did my using dog brushes to mix fibre. And I do want to say I've not stopped doing needle felting videos. I just got super busy and they take longer to make. I will have a super secret needle felting video. I've just finished editing it. It's going to go up this week, I think I'll do it. And I do have some plans in the future. Just life got so busy. Terry Hicks, first time too, yay! Ran across my channel last night. Oh, thank you so much. And Tammy, first time at live chats too. Fantastic. Vicky Sticks, hello lovely. Denise, a wee question, if you don't mind. Yeah, no, of course I don't mind. I love questions. I'd like to make some spiders for Halloween and can't find any decent tutorials. How would you go about making them? Ah, yes, I've wanted to do spiders. I don't think... In my head, I did a spider tutorial last year, but I don't think I actually did it out loud. But my thought for spiders is going to be basically 4 big black pipe cleaners. Well, I'm thinking something a bit like a kind of tarantula. So I would first of all get a top-down shot, a sort of diagram of a tarantula, and work out how the armature would be. But the armature is literally just going to be 4 pipe cleaners, and then build it up around that. But yeah, right. Spider tutorial. I'll do that. Yep. Oh, Julie, Etsy closed your shop for nearly a year, but you got it reopened after you talked to someone. That's fantastic. I mean, it's not fantastic they shut it for a year. That's terrible. But it just goes to show if you find a person to speak to, often if you just go in, they are pretty good at getting back to you if you message them from the Etsy help. So yeah, but let us know how you get on, Cocktail, because that's really horrible. Rosanne's passing out the virtual treats. George on the Rocks, howdy there. Yeah, Cocktail, fingers crossed. Glenda, hello. Tell me, you saw one of my animal felting videos, you so want to learn how to do that. Dive on board. All you need is a felting needle and some wool. And just start a stabbing. And then you'll have fingers that you can grate cheese on because you've stabbed yourself so much. But yeah, great fun. possibly not a bad idea to grab a kit to get started. Depends where you are in the world of what good kits there are, but I've really enjoyed the words are hard. The Makers with 2 S's, the Makers tutorials, well, they're boxes. We've done a few of them. I'm planning to do another one soon because they've been great fun. The Makers boxes have been great and have everything you need for a project. I did their Fox Life. What other Makers kits have we done, guys? Oh, we did the dinosaur. We made Nessie. I've made some other things, but their kits were really good and the instructions are great for a newbie. In fact, I don't know if the dinosaur's a kit or if it was just a Makers. They do kits that you can buy or project, like monthly subscription boxes. I think Nessie was in a subscription box, but it was great fun. Wendy has the perfect spider. She did a gorgeous, creepy, scary, wonderful spider with the kind of egg sac with lights glowing in it and everything. Wendy, you're awesome. But yeah, the armature needs to be stronger than you think. Very much so. Yeah, the good point is probably pipe cleaners. I mean, I don't tend to use pipe cleaners for anything that's going to be bigger than about 4 inches. Hello, Mia. Because they just tend to not be strong enough. So yeah, that would probably be best with stronger wire. Good point, that, Wendy. Oh, my screen's jumping again. Oh, Julie, everything's been wonderful since. I can't tell sarcasm or wonderfulness. I don't think anyone can say everything's been wonderful on Etsy. Lily Tree made a bead and wire spider pendant. It's all in the legs. Oh, have you got a video on that? We'll totally have to check that out. That sounds so cool. Everyone's saying hello to everybody, which is awesome. Monique, hello from Australia. Now I know it's got to be like about 1 a.m. now, so hello, awesome for staying up, thank you for joining me. Oh, Tammy, you're in Washington State, can you get the Makers kits? I believe they ship worldwide, and I don't think we're kind of lucky. Their kits are pretty light, so I reckon that's just normal postage, so it shouldn't be mega expensive to ship to America. But I don't know about prices, but I know in America the felt box is really good for needle felting supplies. I haven't used any kits. Oh, Wendy, yes, we made the Kingfisher project as well. That was awesome. But yeah, Tammy, it's the Makers spelt with 2 S's. I should... Anyway, yeah, you should be able to find that. But yeah, some people in America, let me know if the craft box. Oh, fidget. Not the craft box. The Felt Alive. Is that the one I'm thinking of? But do they do kits? I know Serafina has kits. Her stuff looks amazing and felts fantastically, but I do think it's pricey. It's pricey for us to ship here, and then I'm going to have to pay customs, but Serafina is also really awesome as well. Vintage NR5, hello there. Slava Dmitritov. Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, it sounds like it should sound better than I'm making it, but what a gorgeous doggy. Thank you so much. That was Mia with her weekly stream. Vintage this week is terrible. Help animals live. Did you know it's Sunday all day? It is indeed, yeah. Well, we're halfway through it, and I think some of all of our Australian people, it's no longer Sunday. Monique, working on your Etsy store, you lose track of time. Totally. Thank you very much, Wendy. I thought you used living felt. Yeah, you use living felt wool and they have kits. I haven't used it myself, but I heard from you and who's the woman we did the Taiko dog head with? But she got some living felt wool as well. Cara, can you attach wool roving to felt sheets? Yes, indeed. Oh, I don't have any with me, but that's something that I do for my bookmarks. I'll make the paws and the head and everything else, and I use pure wool felt sheets to make the body of the bookmark, because quite frankly, industrially made felt sheets are so much stronger made than anything that I can make. If you're gonna, you can do it to the synthetic felt sheets as well, the acrylic felt sheets. They just tend to be really dense, so it's hard to felt into them. What bonds better with wool, wool on wool. So I would spend a bit of money to get a bit of money. It's like about 70p a sheet or something. It's not much. You can also get pre-felt sheets from a lot of companies, and they're good. They're like softly felted, so they're super awesome for like making clothes for things. I'm using my hands again. They're really good for making clothes. They will tear if you pull them too tightly, but you can use them to make a shape and then felt it a bit firmer. Help animals. Hello, beautiful people. G Morgan, hello there. Help Animals Live, can you ask a favour? You can. Let's see, possibly. Vintage, but seriously, how's your week on Etsy? Am I the only one who's crying? My week hasn't been bad on Etsy, but it's been return customers, and I've been pushing. I'm possibly working on another video on pushing things for social media, so you might notice I've been doing more things on social media, and that's been driving a bit of interest as well. So I think from Etsy itself, I've not been getting a lot, but I've been bringing in stuff. I've been getting some orders other ways. Help Animals Live, do you please know anyone who's an awesome artist specialising in animals? Yeah, most people here. I do mainly dogs. Started on cats, so I've got some cats beside me. I do some horse. I do anything. I've had hamsters. But if you come along and join our Facebook group, Pam Duthie's is it Crafty Friends or Creative Friends? Someone remind me. Lots of very talented people in there, and we have lots of different mediums. It's not all just needle felting, but we've got some wonderful animal artists there. We have fish, we have unicorns, we have everything. Karen, no problem at all. Right, okay, so I got told off in the week. I'm only kind of joking. I totally understand the message, but someone did point out to me, in my lives I possibly don't get to the point of the video very much, and I waffle and wander off, and that's Crafty Friends. Thanks, guys. So Pam Duthie's Crafty Friends on Facebook. Thank you so much. Right, see, I'm getting distracted and waffling. So let's get to the point of the video. Oh, Help Animals Live, you don't have a Facebook, you think you'll make one soon. Need Facebook, get on Facebook, even just to join a couple of groups. Facebook is awesome for catching up with each other. Denise, there we go, just popped you. Thank you for the link. And Lily's put her spider pendant tutorial. Excellent. Right, I'll be looking at that later. Fantastic. Wendy, some people are just distracting. I don't know who. Yep, true. Right. Okay, let's get into this. So the main article that Etsy, I've already linked to this, only really one article this week, but I thought I'd do this because I know there's so many updates and things. Now I check through and read all the updates that I can. So I'll share with you the ones that I see. So there was 2 articles, one for people in the US and one for people outside the US, and really, right, this is 6 ways Etsy's helping sellers grow outside the US this Christmas season. And the US one was 5 ways Etsy's helping. So it's the same thing really, just with an extra thing slightly put in. But yes, that Christmas word is happening already. It is time to think about Christmas. So see what we're doing to help you reach more shoppers and come back during the festive times of the year. Okay. This year we're celebrating all the ways you go above and beyond for your Christmas, not just for your customers. Wow, read, not just during the gift giving season. So they're increasing their investment in marketing in Etsy's core markets around the world, which is awesome. More marketing. So shoppers in these countries know Etsy's the place where they'll find something they love. I believe the core markets were America, Canada, UK, Germany, and France, or Australia. But those are the big core markets that they're growing. I think the UK is 2nd place just now with Etsy, and certainly growing the fastest. But yeah, so it's all kind of good. Our marketing outside the United States is already leading to more sales. International gross, well, what they sold, or transactions where either the buyer or seller is outside the US increased by 37%. So that is pretty awesome. So Etsy's growing outside the US, which is good for those of us that are freaking out about the free shipping thing. But I'm betting they're going to be pushing more free shipping things. I have that feeling. Right, just quickly check the chat because it's running fast. Oh, Cara, you enjoy the videos and chatting. Thank you so much. Yep, thank you for the link, Lily. Matt Wood, this year's just flew by. It has indeed. I mean, we're still in summer, but for those of us who are selling stuff, we do need to start thinking about Christmas. Absolutely. So, increased investments bringing shoppers to Etsy. In the UK, they've been running YouTube ads that highlight the amazing products on Etsy. I haven't seen those because I don't tend to watch adverts very much, but that's cool. And there's going to be a new TV ads in the UK during the Christmas shopping season, which is fantastic for those of us in the UK. Also worldwide, but I do know that the UK, well, I think people in the UK are now more expecting to have to wait for things, so more worldwide stuff. After Amazon and eBay and everything, we tend to get things from all around the world. But I know certainly in the past, UK buyers only wanted to buy in the UK. I think they're going more worldwide, and at the minute EU, but we don't know what's happening with the EU. So yeah, so that's a worry because it's Halloween when we'll find out what all this is. So that's halfway through the Christmas period. Yeah, thank you so much, my government. Big moments like this with a wide audience help bring new customers to the site. Benefit of being part of a marketplace like Etsy. Yeah, I don't disagree with them then. If they push Christmas to our national markets, then people will think of Etsy as the place for their gifts, which is awesome. Public relations teams in each of our core markets work with local reporters. Again, that's cool. So they're building relationships with local journalists. Cool. Oh, here we go. They tell us what the core markets: United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, France, and Germany. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's the core markets that they're investing in the most. But if you're out with them, things are still growing. And do you know, people complain to me all the time and they say they're just not, they're somewhere else and not that many people know about Etsy. When I joined, nobody in the UK knew about Etsy. That's why I say it wrong. I'd only ever seen it written down. But your local market, your local area can grow. You start talking to people, you start advertising on your Facebook, other people join in, other people start selling, and sellers bring buyers, and buyers bring sellers, and your local market can grow. I didn't think the UK would be as big for Etsy as it's become. George on the Rocks. Christmas? I'm gearing up for Halloween on YouTube. Absolutely. I totally want to get time to do some more Halloween projects this year. So much more fun. I mean, I know I've done lots of Nightmare Before Christmas things, but yeah, I have to think of some more creepy things that I can do. Okay, Christmas toolkit. Have you started preparing your shop for this festive time of year? Now's the time. As an Etsy seller, you know that the Christmas season on Etsy starts long before the tree's trimmed. Absolutely. I found every year I'm getting earlier and earlier from when I'm getting busy, and last year things started picking up around September. October was really good. November was insane. December settles down a little bit, especially because the international order, well, I kind of shut down for international orders, so December a little quieter, and even January still holding good sales. It doesn't start dying off till a little bit later, so you've got 4 months at least of reasonably high sales, but got to start getting in there just now. Just now is the time. Right, I'm just saying this between us. The forums on Etsy are awful, but get on there and get busy on there just now, because I found every year that I spent a bit of time being on the forums on Etsy, I got included in their mail outs. You know, I was a featured artist. So that tells me that they have people who are looking at who's being a positive influence on the forums, and if they go and look at your shop and you've got something they like, you might get featured. So go be nice on the forums. That's just between us. We're introducing a few tools designed for sellers outside the United States. We know you face unique challenges as business owners, so we've created them just for you. Throughout the season, we'll be sharing tips and advice how you can reach new shoppers and keep them coming back. And this, finally, create country-specific sales. You want to appeal to your local shoppers. You've told us you want more control over where you run your promotions. So in late August, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we're updating the sales tool so you can offer discounts to shoppers in specific countries. You can also use this tool to participate in Etsy sales events, such as our annual Cyber Sales event. Well, I used to be able to read out loud better than this. Or to offer discounts during seasonal shopper occasions like Boxing Day in the UK, Australia and Canada, or Labour Day in Canada and the US. I'm super happy that they're realising about Boxing Day and stuff. For those in the US, Boxing Day was our Black Friday day. We didn't have these massive sales before Christmas because that's the busy time. We have super massive sales after Christmas, and it used to be Boxing Day. The shops had that crazy, you know, what you have on Black Friday, we used to have that on Boxing Day. And it's kind of got diluted because the Black Friday stuff was coming over here, which absolutely makes no sense for us because we don't have Thanksgiving here. So it's not a day after any kind of particular holiday, and it's in literally the busiest time. Like the past couple of years, I've been shutting down my shop to international orders about that time of year. So I don't want to have a big sale then, but to have a Boxing Day sale would be kind of cool. Yeah, I like this. I might even think about that. Right, I'll get to the next bit, but let's have a check at the chat. Rosani, commercial seasons move too quickly. Nightmare Before Christmas is a good way to combine the spirits of both seasons. I like your thinking there. Yay. Unfortunately, but remember everybody that Nightmare Before Christmas and things like that they're owned by Disney. I can't sell my Nightmare Before Christmas things. I make them for me, and I can make the videos of how I'm making them, so it's a fun project that I can share with you all, and you can all make them for yourself, but you can't make them to sell them. And that's another reason I forgot in my YouTube for making money as a creative person. I forgot that as something. It gives you the flights of fancy for the things that you can't sell but you enjoy making. It lets you make different things. The dogs are milling about being crazy. It lets you make different things and make a bit of money out of creating them, but you're not able to sell them. Hope that makes sense. Mad Vines, hello from India. Lily Modding, thank you very much. Yeah, Lily still doesn't understand the pre-Christmas sales. I know, it's bonkers. I get it. Okay, in America, you've just come off a big holiday and people are wanting the sales. And I know people hold up till that date. They wait and see what sales before buying their Christmas things. But I'm not going to be having a sale at that time. There's no reason for me. I might do a Boxing Day sale. That sounds kind of fun. We'll see. Okay, part 2. Get priority search placement in the United States. Bet you that's free shipping. If many of your customers are based in the US, consider setting up a US free delivery guarantee this Christmas season. The top spots in the US search are reserved for items that are delivered free, and shops that offer the guarantee. So yeah, even if it's under the $35. They're really pushing this, and it looks like it's the first 2 rows that are getting that priority placement. My search hasn't dropped off yet, but I think I'm getting a lot more search from the UK and the rest of the world. So I still don't know. I'm holding the free shipping. Won't actually hurt me because my shipping costs aren't that much different around the world, but I'm sort of holding off in solidarity for everyone it's difficult for. But yeah, they've launched the new international smart pricing tool so that we can adjust our prices to recover the postage costs when you're doing the free shipping. So if you set up the guarantee, there's now that smart pricing tool that they launched for US sellers. So it means you can decide how you're going to roll in your prices. Again, for me, that's not great because I've got I think I'm up to 40 listings now. I'm slowly building them back up. I've got about 40 listings that tool might help me if I set up the free shipping thing. That'll help me alter the price of them. But the 300 inactive listings, the ones that have expired that I've got to relaunch, I would have to change the price for each one of them. So yeah, okay. I'm avoiding doing the free shipping just now. Deliver great experience for your customers. Yeah, hopefully we do that. You can use a free delivery profile to offer free delivery to customers in your country. Okay, so that's cool. They're saying we can have a free delivery profile for national customers. That's cool, but still. While you're at it, add your frequently used mail carriers to your delivery profile. We'll combine the processing times to show shoppers an estimate of when their order will arrive. So that's kind of handy. If you tell them who you're shipping with, they'll be able to say that takes 2 to 3 days or that takes 2 to 3 weeks. So if your processing time, say your processing time's 2 weeks and your shipping time's 2 weeks, it will tell the customer expect an arrival in about a month. So that's kind of cool. Etsy, oh yes, this thing, Etsy Ads, the new way to maximize your advertising. Soon we'll be launching Etsy Ads. I'm not looking forward to this. New advertising platform designed for business owners like you. One campaign makes it easy for shoppers to discover your products both on Etsy and Google and make a purchase from your shop. Set your daily budget, choose which listings, and we'll use Etsy's data insights and expertise to identify the right places and times to show your ads. By optimizing your campaign, you'll get the best results for your budget. It'll be available soon. Okay, I'm not a fan of this. I think I've already said this. Well, I don't know what this is, but I know that if I just switched on promoted listings and let Etsy run it for how they wanted to run it, my return on investment would be terrible. I know my return on investment for my Google adverts is terrible. So if they take away the functionality for me using my promoted listings, for me choosing my cost per click and everything, I'm really worried that that's going to kill adverts for me. And if that happens, then that's going to be a big problem, because promoted listings is somewhere where you get on top of the search regardless if you have free shipping. But if my promoted listings are rubbish, then that'll be 3 rows where my items have no chance of being seen. So I'm not a fan of that. Just checking the chat again. George on the Rocks, we can make videos on copyrighted materials even when you're monetized. Yeah, you can. It's legal for me to make something like fan art for my own personal use, and it's legal for me to show you the process of creating that, or even to teach you how to create it for yourself for personal use. It wouldn't be legal for me to make, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be legal for me to make a tutorial showing you how to make Mickey Mouse. So make a tutorial to sell how to make Mickey Mouse. But being monetized, I'm not making the money off of Disney. I'm making the money out of advertisers who want to advertise before people watch my videos. It's a fine line, but yeah, it's fan art, so we're allowed to do that just now. Thanks for the videos on E-Rank tools. You're most welcome. It helps, gives me good content, but it's a tool that I love, and also it's a company I believe in and work for, so it's win-win-win. Yep. Lauren, you had a notification saying I was going live at 9 PM. Oh goodness. Yeah, YouTube's being funny then. I'm live now. Have you missed a lot? I've been going for about half an hour, but you'll catch that in the replay. But yeah, most of it was distracted waffling. Cara, if you have a standalone website, advertising on Google for your Etsy shop might be bad for your ranking on Google for your standalone website. I don't think so. It shouldn't be. I'll have to look into that. That's a really good question. Yeah, I'll look into that. It shouldn't be, because the ad's slightly different content. But you might be right. I will look into that. Yeah, my brain's going, there's a possibility. I know I've heard I've heard from experts certainly that say, like, if you advertise your Facebook listings, then that kills the organic reach. So it could be the same for Google. If you're paying, then they'll stop pushing your actual website. I don't know. George, so you can do that and just send them out as kindness rocks. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can totally make a video of you creating copyrighted works, just as long as you're not selling them. Or, well, Disney hasn't been after me. Touch wood. Right, back to Etsy. Yes, we've done that there. Oh, here's the new thing with the new chat. Make quick connections on Etsy. It's the personal connections and amazing products that keep Etsy shoppers coming back. Yep. We recently introduced new chat-like experience for shoppers. They can send you a message without leaving the page, and you'll see the reply straight away. So yeah, there's a button your messages can pop up as chat. The one thing I'm sure there's a lot of things I don't like about it. Generally, I just answer my messages through conversations the old way. It's just easier for me. If you're on the page and you get the chat come up, the one thing you can't seem to be able to do is enter in your message, make paragraphs. If you hit enter, it's going to send it. So if you're trying to make nice looking paragraphs, you might end up sending like 3 or 4 conversations all at once. That's the main thing that I've seen as a problem. We know you might always be able to respond immediately, so we show your average response time and give you the option to set an away message. Yeah, I'm sure some people like that. I'm personally not a fan. Like, if someone sends you a message, hopefully they realise it's a worldwide site and it might take you a few hours to get back to them. The only thing I don't like is there's people who set up the messages and there's people who complain and say, someone messaged me on a Sunday. Yeah, sorry, you're in a worldwide market up against everybody. Take an hour out of your Sunday to reply to messages. I certainly wouldn't leave people hanging over a weekend. Get shoppers the information you need and back to your to-do list by saving the messages you regularly send to customers. I mean, that sounds really good. I've got to set that up soon, snippets, so you can reply, because I'm sure we all get it. No matter how many times you put it in your FAQs and everything, shoppers message you with certain things. So I'm going to set up some snippets. With me, it's always people will message and go, can you make my dog? I'm like, yeah, just buy the listing of this is small size, this is medium, this is large. So if I can have a snippet with all that would be awesome. And I also need a snippet of explaining to people what they do now that they've bought from me. Making some improvements to saved snippets, which we'll share with soon. And we're getting updated stats. I don't know if this is good or bad. We'll see what it comes out. We know you're busy during the Christmas season. That's why we're making a few updates to stats to make it easier to understand how your business is doing, helping you spend less time digging into data and more time doing what you love. But don't worry, while we're giving stats a refresh, we're also making sure all the information you rely on to make decisions about your business will still be available. We'll share more details soon. So fingers crossed. I like the search analytics beta that they've brought out. I love this stats. I just hope they're giving us more information, not less. Like what they're talking about doing with the combined adverts. They're making it less usable for us. I hope they're going to be giving us more information, so we'll see. But that's what we've got so far. Back to me old ugly mug. Rightio. So yeah, that's the latest. Now I'm going to try, if this is interesting to all of you, I'm going to try, like I say, I try and keep up with the forums, all the announcements and everything through Etsy. So I'll try and roll it up into a weekly digest if there's anything interesting you guys need to know about, and we can chat about it live, because I know it's hard to keep up to date with everything. So if I'm doing it anyway, I might as well share it with you. If there's something urgent, where's my screen's gone? If there's something urgent like the daft announcements they throw out, I'll get a video up sooner. But if it's not that important, we can chat about it on a Sunday, if that's good for you all. Right, let's back to the chat. George, yeah, I like the fact you've got a written record of your convos. I think I've only played around a little bit with the the chat as it pops up, but they seem to come in as messages as well. They go to your normal convos as well. It just pops up if you're on the right page. I haven't played around with it much. I have a feeling that'll happen more when things get busier towards Christmas, so we'll see what happens there. But I think you'll still have the written record, but I'll wait and see. I've got to look at that a bit more. Cara, yeah, you agree. You think getting back to customers as soon as possible goes a long way to creating customer loyalty. Absolutely. I get quite often, because I mean, we've always got our phones with us. If a message comes in, takes you 2 seconds to reply to it, but so often I've had people get back to me and they're like, thanks for getting back to me so soon. I messaged a few people, I'm gonna go with you because you got back to me. Basically. So the people who are sitting going, no, this is out with my business hours, they missed a sale. It would be lovely to say I only work certain hours, but at the same time, I don't do 9 to 5. I do different points all through the day, and if I want to go and spend a couple of hours down the river with my dogs, I do that as well. If I'd set office hours, I couldn't do that. So I like being flexible. G. Morgan, your customers are generally not available from sunset Friday to later Saturday night. I do a lot of catching up on Sundays. Yeah, fair enough. That's all our customers are different, so that's cool to know. I think I told you all about a customer I had last year. I don't go out very often, but this customer, she'd bought something from me like months before and hadn't got back to me. She'd said what animal she wanted me to create. I'd created the animal, I'd sent her pictures, and I hadn't heard anything back for weeks. So I have had to put into my policies, if I don't hear back from you, I'm going to send it, because at the end of the day, I've done the work, so have the thing. So I sent it and I didn't hear anything for another couple of weeks, and then I was on the bus going to see my friends and a message came in and it was basically, I've got this, I can't stand it, it's awful, kind of thing, which got my back up already. Like there's ways to complain, but this was terrible. So I was on the bus and I was desperately trying to respond on my phone, but the Wi-Fi signal kept getting cut off. So the next thing I know, another message comes in like half an hour after the last one, basically saying she's opened a case up against me. And I'm like, it's Saturday night and I'm sitting on my phone and you're saying I'm not responding quickly enough. I mean, I got it sorted in the end, but it was just like, seriously? Saturday night and you're expecting me to respond within half an hour for something that it had been months she hadn't responded to me. But for every pain in the backside customer, there's hundreds of great ones. And I never shared with you guys, I hit last week, well, I am now over 1,000 sales, so that is super awesome. I am now in the top, I think that puts me in the top 3% of Etsy sellers. And I believe the other thing that's going to come in, I think next week I'm going to hit 9,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is amazing. And I believe when you get 10,000, that's something like the top 3% of YouTube. This is unbelievable because I don't feel like the top anything. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that. George, the digest sounds great. Cool, thank you. Yeah, works for me anyway. And Randy, thanks for sharing your wisdom. I'd like to say it's wisdom, but yeah, I struggled for so many years trying to do all of these things. I did terribly, and a lot of people helped me get where I am, reading articles from people, talking to people in forums, lots of things, lots of people helped me. So this is just, if I can give a little bit back to help you, there's all these people that know about marketing and branding and they're super awesome at everything, but I like to think I'm not a marketer. I'm a person who makes felt stuff, and I want to sell them, which I think hopefully is more like a lot of you guys. We don't want to be the business person in the suit and whatever. We'll turn up a meeting in a shirt with paint spilt down it or something. We're the creators, and I like to think that's a bit different than being a marketing expert. I want to make money, but I don't want to be all that drive on making money all the time. I want to be making stuff. Julie, congratulations, thank you. And G Morgan, good on me. Thank you. Jordan the Rocks, congrats. Cara, oh, thank you guys, that's lovely. Thank you so much. I was so happy to get that 1,000. I mean, it's just a number. It means nothing, but as 1,000 people on Etsy have bought something off me, which is pretty awesome. When I remember when I started and I was thinking, it takes me a week to create one thing. Am I ever going to be able to get these number of sales? So I can do it. So if I can do it, the rest of you can do it too. And I know it's not millions of sales, and I don't want millions of sales. That's the other thing is, and I don't want to diss anybody else that does this, because there's people who do wonderful like print on demand or more manufacturing and everything else, and it's different what you can do if you're doing that kind of thing, because you're mass producing, so there's different ways to sell. So for us that are making stuff from scratch, that's why I'm trying to show in some other things like doing the YouTube videos, because we want to look at different ways to make money from being artistic. So it's different things. So hopefully, I think we're a slightly different community. That's my thought. Valerie, you find my voice so soothing. Thank you so much. And with the new fancy mic, which is literally just there. Hopefully this is working better. I've done my video for this week, my needle felting one. I did a voiceover with the new mic. I feel all fancy. So yeah, hopefully this is all sounding even better. But thanks, I deserve all the success. Thank you so much. Terry, you're trying to get your Etsy SEO so you can actually get sales, diving into eRank. Best tool in my opinion. Congratulations on my sales, so awesome. Thank you so much. And it's SEO that's done that, and eRank and YouTube. The hilarious thing is, once a couple of years ago, someone came on. I mean, my YouTube channel probably had about 200 subscribers at the time, and someone came on absolutely ranting at me saying, "You're only doing YouTube to try and get more sales." And I was like, well, firstly, I'm not, because it's better to try and grow the one thing on the one platform. I'm trying to do YouTube to have a different source of income and meet different people and be different. But why would that be a terrible thing? It didn't make sense. It's like, you're only doing this thing to try and make more money, make more sales, doing something different, and you're sharing it with us. Like, that rant made no sense whatsoever. Lily, congrats, you should get a plaque or something for that. Yeah, well, Etsy give us, let's see if I can find this. Well, they didn't give us anything, but we get a little thing on our dashboard. Can I find my dashboard so we can see it? I bet you I've clicked away from it. Oh no, it's gone. It's gone now with the new dashboard. That's a pain. Right, can I find it? Yes, okay, right. But yes, it's not like, I'll explain why Lily's saying this in a second. But yes, I got this was bigger before, but yay, congratulations, you've made 1,000 sales. Etsy, give us that. But why Lily's mentioned this is on YouTube, when you get, I think your first one is at 100,000. So Lily, you're going to be there first. But I hope we'll all get, I think we can all get there. But when you get 100,000 subscribers, That's an insane amount. When you get 100,000 subscribers, you get a little plaque, a little wall hangy thing that says, congratulations, you've got 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And then there's next levels. There's maybe 500,000 and then 1 million. I can't remember the numbers, but there's other levels, and you get different, more special ones. Now, I'm not expecting 1 million subscribers. I'm not expecting 100,000. 10,000 is going to be awesome, and if I can get more than that, even better. But yeah, different levels. You get a different plaque sent from YouTube to say you've done so awesome. So yeah, it would be lovely if Etsy did that, but they just give us a little thing going, congratulations. Randy, you found so much on eRank that I did not notice because of your videos and Facebook group. I still only have the free version. Yep, so I understand. Trying to read out loud and figure it out. Yes, you hadn't realised a lot of things in eRank, and it is such a huge tool. And that's a fantastic thing, but I know it's also a bad thing at the same time. Like, some people struggle with it because there's so much there. So you've got to, for anybody starting out with eRank, starting out with Etsy SEO, whatever, don't try and do all the things at once. Get good at one little thing, figure out one little thing, dive into one little tool. And I'm gonna be working through videos when I can, showing you different tools. So if you see a video and you think, that tool looks really cool, I want to learn about that one next, then that's cool. And other ones you can just look at it and go, that's a nice tool, but I'll put it to the back of my mind and I'll maybe come to that next year when I know what I'm doing. But I've found that it's been such a cool thing actually working for eRank that sometimes I'm asked to go through and check the help files or check something's working, and I go through and I'm sitting there going, oh, I forgot about that tool, or that looks handy. Or like the compare listings one, it was Anthony had actually asked me to make a video about it a couple of months back, and so I had to dive into it. It was like, oh, do you know, actually I've not used this one, but it's pretty cool. So yeah, I knew it was there. I was just like having to think of ways of how would I use this, and I was like, actually I quite like that. So there's tools that I'm still learning about. G Morgan, there are knitting machines, there are no crochet machines, one of a kind rules. True. I mean, right, my mum's done a lot, she does a lot of hand knitting, but she had machines for a while as well. And I will say, if you're creating your own patterns and making your own things, it's also it's hard work as well. It's not the same as hand knitting, and it's not the same as hand crocheting. But I do get if people are using knitting machines that can still be handmade, not like the big industrial ones that do it all themselves. I'm just remembering here as well, Mum had, you get an attachment that goes onto the knitting machine that you can program up, and she did all the like my mum, that was scared of computers at the time, did all the programming herself as well, which was pretty cool. But it was like this thing that went on and it moved the stitches over one at a time, so you could leave it going overnight. But when I went to stay with them, the bedroom I was in, it was just out the front where she had the knitting machines, and it doing one stitch at a time. I had dreams about praying mantises. It was like kudump, kudump, kudump. So it's not quite the same as a big industrial thing, but this strange little insect doing a stitch at a time all through the night. Ooh, freaky. Cara, I've helped you so much. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Bitter Bicker. That's cute. Hi, I'm in Turkey. I haven't got PayPal here. I can't sell anything. What should I do? I believe Etsy has alternatives for people in different countries. I'm sure you can sell in Turkey. Well, Etsy now, the PayPal goes through Etsy's PayPal and it pays into our bank accounts. So that shouldn't be a problem using Etsy checkout. You should be able to sign up in Turkey. I'm not an expert of all different countries, but I'm pretty sure you don't need PayPal now. And for everyone, I've had a few people, if you're wanting to sign up for eRank and you don't have PayPal, they are working on alternative methods to sign up, but for just now, just use the free account, and I'll keep bugging them to set up the alternative methods. George, you'll be putting something on Instagram for new work through... I'm not... How am I going to say that? Can you put capitals so I can read it better? But everyone, check out George on Instagram anyway there. But yeah, Instagram's good. I'm working a little... I'm trying to get the hang of Instagram a bit more. Seems to be going quite well, so we'll see. Lily, how dare you try and make a living? I know, the cheek. I get they're used to, especially in the UK, there's this kind of thing where it's not cool to talk about money, and it's not cool to be trying to make money. We should all just be grinding away down a pit or something to make enough to live off. So being an entrepreneur is kind of, I think, Lily, you'll probably feel it as well. If we lived in America, we would be going, yes, I'm totally an entrepreneur. And in the UK, you're kind of more like, I do craft things. But yeah, this whole stand-up going, yes, I'm making money. We're not quite so in your face about it. It's kind of in our culture. So yeah, how dare I try and make a living? Oh, George is still trying to get your first, I assume that's your first 100 followers on Instagram. I got super lucky with Instagram. I've been messing about with it and everything, but that in February, that person sharing my work, and that's the thing to do. Like, have your hashtags to your accounts. Let people share photographs of what you make, or share photographs of what you're inspired. Like, if someone's inspired by something they make from one of my videos, share it, because that does twofold. Everyone who follows me gets a chance to see things that come up as @BenMcFuzzyLugs. So they have a chance to see your stuff, and your followers get a chance to see my stuff. I love that kind of social aspect. I'm still not completely understanding how Instagram works, but I'm getting there a little bit better. Oh, George, right, your first 100 YouTube followers. Yeah, everyone check out George, by the way. Yes, the first 100 are the hardest. The first 1,000 are the next hardest. And the first 10,000, I'll let you know in a few weeks. Well, I should hopefully in the next couple of weeks have the 9,000. Then we're on the hopefully 10,000 subscribers before Christmas. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm on track, hopefully, if I don't do anything stupid. And if Etsy go and do something terrible that I get to make a ton of videos on again, easily. But please, Etsy, don't. Lily, can't imagine 100,000 subscribers. It's a crazy... If you even think of 1,000 people clicking and saying that they like you, let alone 10,000 and 100. I can't even imagine 100,000. At Mont the Garter carriage, that was the thing. Creepy praying mantis thing. Glenda, machine knitting is fun. And there are shops from Turkey on Etsy. I thought there would be. I thought there had to be. Yes, thank you for that. Chat's jumped. Bita Bika, yes, actually have alternatives, but not seems safe to other buyers, and people used to buy with the PayPal method. Yeah, no problem at all with that, because of the new, it's a couple of years old now, but Etsy, people can buy on Etsy with PayPal, and that money goes to the Etsy PayPal account, and then Etsy PayPal pay you through Etsy checkout. Well, so you get paid from Etsy, and the customer pays into the Etsy PayPal. So yeah, absolutely, it's totally safe. Whatever method they choose to pay with, they're paying to Etsy, so you're good there. Cardinum Kilgore. I find it great making money. People should be proud of success but not braggy. Yeah, that's the fine line, isn't it? Yeah, totally. Like, be pleased with the work you've put in, be proud of yourself. But yeah, some people just seem to be... I think the bragging is when it's more than just being proud of what they've done. It's when you're like putting other people down or bigging yourself up more than you've earned. So you don't need to, because other people, if you do cool things, other people will big you up, I think. But yeah, be proud of your success. Quite right. Denise, totally get what you mean. It's not a real job, apparently. Yeah, people say that, and they do. I especially like YouTube. I very rarely say I do YouTube, because seriously, people like I put something up on Facebook and someone commented on it. Was like, you get paid just for sitting in front of a camera? Like, well, firstly, people on television get paid. And yeah, actors on television get paid. And somebody told them what to say. Someone did their makeup for them. Someone filmed them. Someone figured out the right equipment to film them on. Someone sorted out their audio. Someone sorted out their lighting. Someone did the editing. Someone marketed it. And us on YouTube, we do all of that all by ourselves, unless you pay for editors or something, but we do all of that all by ourselves, and people go, you get paid for doing that? Oh, and the research and, you know, all the other things. Yeah. So people go, oh, you get paid just for doing that? It's actually, and I know we've got a lot of YouTubers on here now, it's so much more work than you think it is. It's great fun as well. I do love it. And it means I don't have to put on clean trousers or anything. Just so long as I look okay from here up, it's all good. You don't have to leave the house. But it's not just sitting in front of a camera. You have to get a decent camera. You have to do it all. George on the Rocks, 199 subs on YouTube. Oh, jump. 100. Yay, that's awesome. Cardigan, I use the Instagram as a behind the scenes, and lifestyle behind my products, which drives onto my Etsy and other shop. Yeah, awesome. That is very, very much the thing with these different, that's what I'm making sure that I do. And I think Instagram is good for that, because you're taking its pictures off your phone generally, so you can, I'm in the middle of creating something, oh look, that looks dead cute. Let's see if I can find, I want to share. I bet you I can't find it just now, because I had a pupalanche where my dogs fell. No, I don't know where, oh no, there he is. Yeah, I think I showed you one of these last week. I've probably showed you them both. I've had everything's falling down. Had a customer and she wanted 3 dogs of the same dog. I've got to keep on, still got some work to do. And she said one of them standing singing. So this, trying to make it look like it was singing, not howling, was quite fun. So I kind of turned up the edge of the mouth to make it smiley. But yeah, that one was fun. She wanted it standing and singing. And the next one was lying down with its paws over its head. And I was like, well, its paws over its ears. I was like, how do we do that? So I made it bigger paws, if that can show up. So working on that. And then I've got a third one that's to be sitting at a piano that she sent me the piano. It's here. It looks come on, let's do this. I think this came from Amazon. It looks utterly gorgeous. So I've got to have the dog sitting next to the piano. How do I get into this? And this is so gorgeous. Excuse the rustlings. But I love this. So I've got to make... I've got to make a dog to go with this piano. Is that not gorgeous? It's got legs and things in the box, but it's not just a piano. Oh, I can't play it because it'll be copyright, but it's a music box piano that I've got to make a little dog to be sitting listening to the music. I think that is gorgeous. Right, excuse the rustles as I put that back. There. Is that not utterly gorgeous? I really like that. George on the Rocks, 100,000 next year. That might take a couple of years. Quite a few years. Lauren, you've had some crazy algorithms this week on Etsy. I've had 6 orders in one day, then 10, then nothing for 3 days. Nothing crazy on social media. Yeah, that's... Oh, stop jumping chat when I'm trying to respond to people. Yeah, the algorithms can be a bit bonkers, because basically what happens when you have a sale, that gives your whole shop a bit of a boost. But if it's a sale and a relist of an item you've got, then that gets put up to the top, that gets bumped up. So if you have a few sales, then your item's getting up to page one. But if then for a couple of, if it's a super busy search term, if you imagine if for a couple of hours people see that there, but they're clicking on someone else's, then yours will drop away just as quick. It's hard to stay up on that front page. So it's like you get this chunk of sales and then suddenly nothing. But it's all good, because now you've got the chunk of sales boosted your entire shop. You processing it and sending it off in time increases your shop score, and then the people, when they come back and give you good feedback, I mean, yeah, 16 sales, not all of them are going to give you feedback, but the ones that do, that again boosts your shop score. So it all helps, but I know it seems you can get absolutely tons and then nothing, so it's bonkers. Lauren, you're in the UK and it has nothing to do with the free US shipping. Yeah. A vintage high expectations. Lily, Darren should have been an actor. I know. They think they're working. They just have to say stuff. We've got all the things. I mean, you'll know yourself when you're doing a video, and after you've edited yourself a few times, you're really, as you're saying a line, you're going, have I said that I'll be able to edit that? Because there's so many times I'll say like the line and run on the next line and get it wrong and think, did I leave a big enough pause that I'm going to be able to cut that? It's bonkers. Mrs. Beesworld, good morning from the UK. Hello, also from the UK. George on the Rocks, YouTube is like a new artistic form of expression. It absolutely is. I completely agree with you, and I love it for that. It's something that so didn't exist. There was nothing like this years ago. Like, normal people, an average person can just sit and connect with a ton of people from all around the world. It is amazing. And, you know, it gives us all chances that, like, I would have never got on telly. I certainly wouldn't have been in the cinema. But here I am on your computer screens. So it's pretty cool. And the same, you're getting, like you're painting rocks and it's beautiful and I love watching it. And it would never have made a TV show. I've watched all sorts of the daftest things, and they make a really good YouTube channel. It's somebody's passion. They make this thing and you watch it, but it wouldn't have been a TV show, so they get a chance to be seen by hundreds of people. So cool. Thanks guys. Yeah, I think that little dog, I was so worried what was I going to do about the pause, but I think it's working. Beezer, as a graphic designer, I sit in front of my computer in my jammies and make money. Awesome. It's great, isn't it? Thank you, George. Rosanni is going to look so cute with a piano. I know, it's going to be adorable. I have to figure out the scale to get it to look quite right with a piano, but literally when she messaged and I was like, that sounds great and really challenging, but I think it's going to look cute. I'm looking forward to it. Cara, what a great way to honour your furry BFF. Absolutely. Christian, hello there. Lily, feeling the need to get my needle and felt out again and make another unidentifiable animal. You're right, unidentifiable animals were great. Lily's joined in with a few of our felt-alongs, even though she is a fantastic wire wrapping jewellery artist, but she did some cool things. Yeah, we should definitely do a project again soon. Trying to think if I think I'm gonna order a kit. Let's order a kit because they're fun. Matt, the majority of my traffic lately is coming from other Etsy pages. Thought that was interesting. It is indeed. That's something I've been planning to look into. It is cool. I remember when it started coming out, when Etsy started doing that thing when you were looking at a thing and it says, oh, if you like this, you might also be interested in this. And people were going mental. They're like, how dare they, if someone comes to my shop and it's showing them different things. And I just thought to myself, that is so closed, small-minded thinking, because one person comes to your one shop, or people go to hundreds of other shops and have the chance to be shown, oh, if you like this, go and look at Pam's stuff. So yeah, I think it's a really cool thing. And if you think of, if you look at your competition and see if you can get yourself featured in theirs, that's like getting into suggested videos on YouTube. That's like, that's them saying people who like this also like this. It happens on eBay. So yeah, you're doing a good job. George on the Rocks, what editor do I use? I use Adobe Premiere Elements, which is Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe is a huge, big, amazing piece of software, but it's also really expensive. I think we're talking for the suite now, you're paying something like £50 a month. It's insane. But Premiere Elements, I've got Photoshop Elements and Premiere Elements, so that means I have photo editing and I have video editing, and that's a buy once thing. It's £100 or £200. You buy it and you've got that piece of software. And I've been using the same one for, that's 2.5 years now. And it's great. I'll probably buy the latest updated one at some point. But say it was £200 as opposed to £50 a month. And it does the job. My editing's not the best in the world, but it does the job. It's simple, it works for me. Custom Charm Farm. There's a tongue everything's a tongue twister for me at this time of the day. Hello there. Right, guys, I think we've got through everything. I think we've had a rather nice chat, I hope. I hope everyone's had fun. Oh, I'm Marissa. I'm late, but hi Pam, hi everyone, happy Sunday. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new, thank you all for joining me. It's been great. And if you're old like me, also thank you. Thank you all so much for spending your Sundays with me. If you have any questions, I'll waffle on for 5 minutes more as usual, and we can get any questions done. As I say, I have a needle felting video coming out this week. I have another video queued up. I can't remember what it is, so we'll all get a surprise that comes out on Wednesday. I should check. Can't remember. I recorded a few videos, so we'll see what that is, and hopefully I'll see if I can find us a kit. Possibly not for next week, but we can do a bit of needle felting together because that's always good fun. So if you have a needle felting kit, let me know and we'll see if we can do that. But oh, hiccups. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining me. Right, let's see. George on the Rocks just started with Elements as well. Cool. I honestly okay, there's free ones out there and stuff, but I think it's a good compromise in that it's professional enough without being overly difficult. It lets you, like with the Photoshop, you learn about using layers and everything, and it ties in, Elements works well with Photoshop, so it's all kind of cool. Denise, you're so welcome. Bees are older than you. Let's not fight about ages. Getting older, it just means we've made it. We've survived. Terry, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. You as well. Lily Tree, thank you so much. George, another great time well spent. Thank you. Amanda, you had your first Christmas ale yesterday. Awesome. That's brilliant. Rosanny, thank you for joining. Thank you for your support as ever, and your support over in Pam Duthie's Crafty Friends. Creative. I can never remember what my group's called. Tammy, thank you. If you do a kit, how we'll be able to get our own kit to follow along. If what I'll do, I'll figure out what I'm going to do, and I'll let you know next week what the kit will be. And basically what I've done in the past, I can tell you what fibres you need, because sometimes if you have your own stuff, then you might not need to buy the kit, or I'll tell you where the kits are from. Lily, have a great week, everyone. Thank you. And you. Cara, really love elements as well. Cool. Do you know, I love this because every other kind of YouTube thing I'm on, people talk about the most expensive mics, the most expensive cameras, the most expensive editing software. And, you know, I started and I was like, I can't afford £200 for a camera and then another £200 for a mic, and then, you know, and I don't think we need all that much. Okay, this is not the best camera in the world, but you can see my face. This is not the most expensive mic in the world, but hopefully I've improved a little bit. That's my sitting room lighting. You know? So we do the best. It's good enough. And yay. Hello, gal. I've been watching your videos non-stop. Oh, thank you so much. You explain everything so well. Thank you. That is so lovely of you. George on the Rocks, could I get your suggestion? Should I keep the length of my videos at 15 minutes or split it into 2? Look at your stats. See what your customers, what your followers are responding to. That's something I found really difficult as well with my needle felting videos. The attention, like me just sitting in front of a computer talking about eatsy things, people are watching for a good period of time. Thank you all so much, by the way. But needle felting videos, people tend to switch off a bit sooner, so I'm trying to figure out ways to cut it down without cutting it down too much. One thing, George, one thing you could totally do is, because obviously the needle felting videos that people stick around and enjoy are the ones where we're doing them live. So you could, I've seen painters do some stuff live. Try a few live streams. Then you can set up with the OBS that I'm using. You can have 2 cameras going, so you could have a webcam on your face and a webcam on your hands, and just sit and paint and chat. That's something for the longer things. Also, I would look at, you can do quick tips videos for beginners to explain how, you know, what products you're using to stick to the rocks. Sort of little snippets of techniques, that works as well. But see, if people are totally dropping off, if you do a 30-minute video and most people aren't getting beyond 2 minutes, then see if you can shorten your video down, see what you can do to cut off bits, and speed it up. You're on Elements, so we can time stretch. You can make things go quicker. Lily, yeah, and Lily knows these stuff too as crafty YouTubers. Yeah, it's worth testing both to see how your analytics compare. Absolutely, just keep playing around. And we're all still little, we're all still starting out on the YouTube journey, so experiment, see what people like. Right, guys, I think that will do us for the now. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been awesome, and I'll catch you later.